When this happens to someone's arm, you certainly want to know how it happened and who did it.
He's not able to speak for himself or defend himself. So I'm his mom. I feel like that's my role. That's my job.
After multiple investigations, state and local officials can't figure out who broke Deborah Martin's son's arm while he was at a care facility in Cincinnati. Now, I-Team reporter Hillary Lake found, though, the lack of answers happens more often than you think.
It's too late for Mari.
Life in the Martin household.
I work full time. I'm a single mom.
Is something many families can relate to.
He watches Mari. You are the father.
But Debbie Martin's adult son also faces special challenges.
Well, Adam was diagnosed with autism at 4. Then he was later diagnosed with bipolar and ADHD.
She's also Adam's protector.
He's not able to speak for himself or defend himself. So I'm his mom. I feel like that's my role.
In November, Debbie filed a federal civil rights lawsuit on Adam's behalf against Residential Management Systems Incorporated in Cincinnati. She wants a judge to punish the adult day program for people with developmental disabilities and hold it accountable for an employee there severely breaking her son's arm.
You send your son to a place you trust they're going to be safe, they're going to be okay, and then in one day your whole world comes crashing down.
The 9 on Your Side I-Team discovered holding the person responsible for Adam's injury is a challenge.
It's horrible that something needs to change.
In Ohio, cases like Adam's take months to investigate, first by the county and police. Then the state often gets involved. Debbie called the Springfield Township Police from the emergency room on November 21st, 2016, the day x-rays show Adam's arm was broken in 2 places.
All he did was say, "I hurt, I hurt."
A police report shows a nurse told police Adam's injuries were likely caused from twisting and not from an accident. Adam's medical records show an orthopedic surgeon came to a similar conclusion.
And they said that his arm had been twisted. It was a violent, high-energy act.
Even after investigating, police couldn't figure out who did it. A county investigator came to the same conclusion.
Sometimes you can't get to the bottom of it, and it's extremely frustrating.
Jenny Flowers oversees investigations for major unusual incidents for Hamilton County Developmental Disabilities Services.
Is there anything at all that you can say about RMS or Adam's case?
I can't speak specifically to RMS or Adam's case.
But Adam's mom shared Flowers' report with the I-Team. It says Adam suffered a serious injury and was physically abused while he was in the care of RMS at its location on Winton Road. Flowers wrote Adam was neglected too, and neglect is systemic at the facility.
We can't name a particular person, but we can name an agency, or we can include sometimes it's the team.
Since RMS denied any wrongdoing in a letter to the county, that automatically kicked the case over to the state. Its report says RMS denied Adam wasn't properly supervised the day his arm was broken. It also says the RMS employees Flowers interviewed all said they didn't know how Adam got hurt. Yet police interviews show 2 employees pointed the finger at another employee who is also named in the Martins lawsuit against RMS.
If one person or more than one person did this or knows of something, I can't imagine that they could look at themselves in the mirror every morning and not feel anything.
Flowers and her team investigate about 1,100 major unusual incidents at nearly 900 residential and day programs in Hamilton County every year. About 12% of those involve physical abuse and neglect, like Adam's case.
It comes in as an allegation, and so there are 19 different types of things that we look into. So again, there's quite a range from physical abuse and verbal abuse all the way down to an unplanned, unscheduled hospitalization.
Facilities like RMS are also inspected every 3 to 5 years, depending on the services they provide. The I-Team discovered dog breeders are inspected 3 times more frequently.
I think it should be inspected once every 6 months. That could be maybe excessive in the eyes of people, but staff changes, things happen.
Flowers says there's no way to absolutely prevent abuse and neglect.
We are working with people and we're working with human beings, and sometimes, people make mistakes. Sometimes people are just bad.
RMS is now required by the county to give staff additional training because of Adam's case. But no one lost their jobs for hurting him. That's why his mother is giving her son a voice.
I'm doing it for the principal because it's wrong.
Wednesday afternoon, the Martins and Residential Management Systems Incorporated came to a confidential settlement agreement. That now has to go to a probate court judge, which will take a few weeks. The federal lawsuit is still on file with the court in the meantime, and through its attorney, RMS sent me the following statement. Consumer safety is of the highest priority to Residential Management Systems Incorporated. Residential Management Systems Incorporated takes all allegations and reports concerning consumer safety seriously. Hillary Lake, 9 on your side.
And you can read more about Hillary's investigation right now on WCPO.com. You will also find more information about how you can anonymously report suspected abuse or neglect against developmentally disabled adults and children.